Have you ever found yourself asking, when does an ex start to miss me? Maybe you're lying awake at night, replaying old memories and wondering if they're doing the same. Or you're stuck between anger and regret, trying to figure out if they'll ever feel the emptiness you're feeling right now. In this video, I'm going to break down the real reasons why an ex eventually starts to miss you and why it might not happen on the timeline you expect. Let's get right into it. The emotional whiplash after a breakup. In the immediate aftermath of a breakup, both people can feel a sense of relief or shock. If your ex initiated the split, they might enjoy the initial freedom. If you were the one who ended it, you might be riding on a wave of confidence, briefly. But once the dust settles, emotions like sadness, regret, or longing often surface. For your ex, this can mean that once they've had a moment to breathe, the reality of losing you starts to hit. This emotional whiplash is why you shouldn't obsess over the first few days post-breakup. People tend to be reactive rather than reflective at first. If you're hoping they'll text you by day 3, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. Emotional realizations often happen later, when the initial burst of adrenaline or relief has worn off. Attachment and routine. Human beings thrive on routine, knowing who we'll talk to when we wake up or who's going to be there at night. When a relationship ends, that comforting routine vanishes. If you used to chat every morning, your ex might wake up a few days or weeks later and realize they missed that part of their day. It's not always about missing you as a person right away. It can start with missing the routine you provided. Over time, though, routine missing often evolves into a deeper sense of longing. They realize it wasn't just a habit, it was you they wanted to share those little daily moments with. That's when missing you becomes more personal and emotional, and less about the convenience or comfort of having someone around. The shock of no contact. One of the most common catalysts for an ex to miss you is the absence created by no contact. If you've chosen to stop texting or calling, it can be a wake-up call for them. Without your presence, they're forced to confront the emptiness left behind. This can lead them to wonder what you're up to, whether you've moved on, or if you're even thinking about them. However, no contact isn't just a trick to make someone miss you, it's also a chance for you to heal. Ironically, the self-focus you gain from no contact can make you more emotionally stable and independent. If your ex does circle back, it'll likely be because they realize what they've lost, not because you pressured them. That's a far healthier dynamic if any reunion happens. Delayed regret and rebounds. Some exes jump into a new relationship right after a breakup. This rebound might temporarily mask the sadness, but often it's a band-aid on a deeper wound. After the initial thrill wears off, they may find themselves comparing the new person to you. They might notice that the new partner lacks the understanding, humor, or connection you had together. When a rebound fizzles, regret can surge. They might reach out, admitting they made a mistake, but be cautious. Just because they miss you doesn't mean they've resolved the issues that led to the breakup. If they haven't grown or addressed the root problems, you risk another heartbreak. Before we continue, if you're struggling with a breakup and want a proven way to turn things around, click the link in the description. This method has helped thousands of people rebuild love and attraction, even when it felt impossible. Don't leave it to chance. Take control and get the step-by-step guide to winning back the one you love. Click the link now, and let's get back into it. The role of anger and pride. Sometimes your ex will seem indifferent or even hostile. They might act like they don't care at all. But here's a secret. Anger can mask deeper emotions like hurt or longing. When they're mad at you, they might not even admit to themselves that they miss you. Pride can also delay them from reaching out. They don't want to be the first to crack. As anger subsides or pride fades, that's often when missing you sneaks in. The memory of what was good can overshadow the bitterness of the breakup. So if your ex is currently giving you the cold shoulder, they may still have a meltdown of missing you moments once the anger or ego deflates. Special dates and triggers. Anniversaries, holidays, or even a favorite TV show you used to watch together can trigger an emotional response. Suddenly, they realize you're not there to share that experience, and it stings. It could be a random Tuesday that reminds them of a tradition you both had, or a song that plays on the radio. These small triggers can open the floodgates of nostalgia. This is often when an ex will send a "Hey, remember when" text. It might feel out of the blue to you, but for them, it's the direct result of a memory hitting them hard. While it can be tempting to see this as a sign of them wanting you back, it could also just be them reminiscing. Respond if you want, but stay mindful of your emotional boundaries. Social media and mutual friends. Social media can either accelerate or delay the missing you process. If they see you posting happy updates, it might spark jealousy or curiosity. If they see nothing at all, if you've gone quiet, sometimes that mystery makes them wonder even more. Mutual friends can also stir the pot by casually mentioning your name or how you're doing. It's easy to get caught up in playing social media mind games, but be genuine. Trying too hard to look happy can come off as forced, while posting sad quotes might just push them further away. If they miss you, let it be because they genuinely miss who you are, not a curated version of you. The reality of what if. After the emotional storm settles, many people reflect on the relationship from a calmer perspective. That's when the what-if questions come up. What if I had been more understanding? What if I didn't break up so hastily? These questions can lead to a profound sense of missing you, as they realize they might have let something good slip away. But the what-if stage can also be fleeting. If they don't act on these thoughts, or if they realize the breakup was ultimately for the best, that feeling may pass. For some, it evolves into a genuine attempt to reconnect. For others, it's just a bittersweet realization that a chapter of their life is closed, accepting the unknown. So, when does an ex start to miss you? The short answer, there's no fixed timeline. It could be days, weeks, or months after the breakup. Some never do, but that doesn't mean your worth is tied to their realization. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is focus on your own healing and growth. The more you invest in yourself, the more clarity you'll gain, whether they come back or not. Ironically, by letting go of the need for them to miss you, you often create the very space that allows them to realize what they lost. And if they don't, you've still grown into someone stronger, happier, and ready for whatever comes next. If they come back, you have the power to decide if the relationship is worth another shot. If they don't, you've already set yourself on a path to healing and self-discovery. Either way, you win. The biggest mistake is putting your life on hold for someone who might be missing you someday. Someday isn't a plan. Today is all you have, so make it count by investing in yourself, exploring your passions, and learning to love who you are, with or without them. Remember, heartbreak doesn't define you. Even if they never text you again, your life goes on and can be better than ever. If you're struggling to move forward, check out my video on how to move on after a breakup. It'll give you the tools to heal and regain your confidence. But if you're hoping to win your ex back, don't miss this video on how to get your ex back. I break down proven strategies to make them want you again. Click to watch them. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on love and relationships. Let me know in the comments. What do you think is the biggest factor that makes an ex finally realize they miss you? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.